Calling people ghetto at an influencer event is not cool, honestly. Okay, so if you guys haven't heard, today we are going to be talking about Kimberly on TikTok. Now, she posts a lot of just, I would classify her as a lifestyle influencer personally. Her content is not bad by any means. It's pretty good. And she has a little over 8,000 followers last time I checked. That after this whole situation might have dropped just a little bit. Now, she would be what people classify as a micro influencer, where you don't have a ton of followers, your videos don't necessarily blow up, but you post content nonetheless, and you have a small following. Like, I think I have 32 followers on TikTok, so I would still be classified as a micro influencer. I think once you hit like the 100,000 range, that is when you turn into a full-blown influencer. Also, if you guys notice I'm talking more with my hands, it's because I finally got my nails redone. I was gonna let them grow out, but I was like, can't do it. They were so ugly, and I absolutely love these. Anyways, let's get back to it. So I first heard about this whole situation involving Kimberly through, once again, Daddy Snacks.
I should have gotten the hint when I saw every Joe Schmo from off the street that literally looked like they rolled out of bed fucking homeless, waiting in line to get into this thing.
Of course, the key didn't work, and I was like, yep, we are still ghetto coming in here.
That's what I got out of waiting in line for an hour and a half.
Joe Schmo, she says, with her 8,000 followers. And you're calling people homeless and ghetto because they didn't get their hair done and get dressed up for a Marshall's giveaway. And the worst part is, you have other micro-influencers in her comments being like, oh my god, you guys, this is the part that nobody talks about. I only do paid events. I'm sorry, you have 1,000 followers. Who is paying you to do anything?
Now, the original video, of course, has been deleted and it is no longer up, unfortunately. However, a lot of people have been stitching like the same little bit of it that they can and giving their opinions. 1 second, that means my pizza is done. Hi, Louie. Louie, keep them entertained. Okay, sorry. I make these really good gluten-free pizzas and it just got done in the oven, so I'm gonna devour that entire thing once I'm done here. So calling people ghetto that got invited to the same influencer event that you got invited to is kind of wild, because a lot of other accounts pointed out that that Marshall's event was sent out to a lot of people and a lot of people got invited to it. It was like an open invitation, kind of. Honey, you gotta let me just finish, okay? So anyways, she makes another video kind of just doubling down, which is crazy. Now, I want to play this whole video in full because it's really just something. And the only parts that I'm gonna cut out is like the dead space, so that way we can get through it a little bit quicker.
And some people misunderstood the point that I was trying to make. I was invited to an event as a content creator. I showed up ready to engage, network, and create. I moved schedules around, missed time with my family, spent hours driving, spent lots of money, and came prepared to represent myself and my platform. But the event wasn't what it was advertised to be. It was a lot. It felt more like a drop-in than a space curated for creators. Most people weren't there prepared and dressed for the occasion. And to be honest, you're there to see what you can get in for free at that point, right? I mean, that's normal. And it's not a knock on them. People are free to attend events however they want to look. But when creators are specifically invited, I then expect a space that's built for that and a space that reflects that. One that's built for collaboration, content creation, meaningful connections, networking. It's not about being elitist or unkind. It's common sense. That's what my whole video was about. If you're gonna call something a creator event, then make it one. I feel like anybody else would want their time and energy respected, professionalism respected, and appreciate that that's what's being brought to the table. I don't feel like I should, be bullied into apologizing for my experience. This was me sharing my opinion about something that happened to me. Instead, hopefully it's to advocate for better planning, clearer communication, and more more intentional spaces for creators. I went there with the intention to do what I do as best as I can on this app and how I've grown on this app. That's all. It's so funny to see the different scales on the spectrum of people that have common sense and understood the whole concept of the video that I did and the people that lack it. You're gonna tell me that those people you saw on that line were there for a color analysis? Or were they just there because they saw a line forming to get into a free event? They reached out to me, made it seem like it was a content creator thing, and they literally, like, it's a one-day exclusive event, showed up as a content creator, and to get in a line with people that clearly aren't there as content creators, to wait in a line for hours to get nothing in return. And then I was still expected to keep my mouth shut for what? What am I gaining out of that? And this is the side of the spectrum that believes the creator, that may have an uglier heart than I do and don't show it because this is performative, this is a facade, this isn't even close to who they really are on here, and you eat it up. Have a little pride yourself as a brand and who it is that you let in, right? It's not about making it private to save face. It went viral. I'm simply doing it because my piece is more important. I don't need people coming in and thinking that I'm their mommy and that I am responsible for their feelings and how they interpret things and internalize things and take things personally. Bottom line, I was invited to an event that wasn't an event for content creators as a content creator. Bottom line, and wasted a lot of resources doing so. So if that's too hard to get, I don't know how to help you. And it's funny that she may be a little nicer about it, and who knows if we're really that. We can be anything on this app, can we? But I choose to keep it real, and it still isn't good enough because people want bullshit, or I did gain popularity with people who like the drama, who like the toxicity. There's no neutral ground anymore in this world. I think the lack of just common sense nowadays, it's so alarming. It really is. The point of the video was not to put on a shoe and pick and nitpick and twist and turn what it is you wanted to make it about yourself. I was lied to and I was upset and I expressed that. That's poor business on their end. I can't tell you how many videos I stroll that come through on my feed that I completely disagree with. And am I taking time out of my day to check their personality as if I'm gonna know them from one video? Saying that me being mean and the words that I said triggered you to also be mean back to me and post it on the internet as well. But because you're not on here hitting record and you're just keyboard warrior, that makes it okay. Again, I am not, if people don't want to work with me, then they don't want to work with me out of it. What they did was lie. It was a lie. And I'm not going to sit there and also lie and say I had a great time. It is literally being promoted out there like it was a great event. It's a lie. That is a lie. And that is the problem now with social media. That is a problem now with a lot of things in this world. People don't like the truth. You don't want it. You don't want it. And never say anything real. Never have a real opinion, especially when it doesn't match theirs. People that are hell-bent on just missing a point are going to miss the point. And there's nothing that I can do about it. Literally nothing that I can do about it. If you're going to be mad, be mad. You can keep scrolling. You can block me. You can unfollow me. You can do all these things to not see my content. But when you engage with it and then in the same breath say, well, who are you anyway? I'm taking up your time. I just genuinely think that the only way to be liked on this app, on any social media, is to either never form your own opinion, never express your own opinion, completely be performative and fake, and do whatever you can to get likes and follows, and be a sellout to your own mind, or because it's such a toxic environment, be just drama, be toxic, be problematic, and people will gravitate that toward as well. But you can't be neutral, can't be truthful, you can't have good days and bad days. It just doesn't work. It doesn't. But thank you.
And then not only that one, but she posts another one, still essentially doubling down. And she does, in one of them, I know, calls out daddy snacks, which is kind of rich, honestly.
So I'm gonna insert a picture of a DM. And this is one of many. And I've had to continuously block people all day and report people all day. Not all day, better part of the afternoon. But this is all the doing of some coward who blocked me, whom I had to find a roundabout way to find his viral video of me because he monetizes. This is his work, is monetizing off of people making videos about other content creators whose opinions that don't align with his. Spreading hate is what he does. And you guys eat it the fuck up. Because as much as you want to think that I'm hateful, I'm peanuts compared to what you got going on over there. To a page that's dedicated to just bashing people and spreading and spewing hate, and you guys just love it because it makes an excuse for you to be hateful and go to someone's page and say crazy things. That is an excuse for you to do. But you're morally better. You're morally better. Make sure you hold him accountable for all of this as you're trying to hold me accountable. Make sure. Because I can't even report him because he's a coward and he has me blocked. Guys, happy Monday. I am coming on here for a few reasons. I'm being told to take accountability, and I will. I think that my video was taken out of context. That's not what I meant. And I wasn't trying to directly call those people homeless, or as someone took it that I called them ghetto and not the event or the key not working, which is what I meant. But because my video was clipped and edited to make it seem like that, and you guys just went with it, that's just the result of that is me getting all of this backlash and threat. And I'll probably still continue to get threats from this, but TikTok has pretty decent cyberbullying guidelines on there, and we'll continue to do what we need to do and anything else that we need to do as far as harassment. So I apologize if I came off that I was calling people any sort of derogatory thing. That's not what I meant. I apologize if I've hurt anyone's feelings. That was not my intention at all. I think that clip of that it was cut really made it seem like that's all the whole video was, and it really wasn't. If you were able to watch the entire video, it was an overall projection of the situation that I was put in. The whole experience was not for a creator, which is what I was invited to as. And for those of you that are like, it was advertised and it's a discount store and it's a pop-up and you should know that, and who are you when you're not a creator? Why would they just invite you? All those things. And that's fine. I get that when people that don't create don't know what it is to even have 2,000 followers and get sent PR and get invited to events. I have been invited to several events and have gone to several events that also, for the ones that are in public relations and social media managers on here that are saying that's not really how you get an invite. I have been invited to quite a few events via DM that have been solely and exclusively for content creators. So my bad for not going ahead and doubting or asking marshals who it is that will be there, what the details will be. Here is a screenshot of the invite that they sent me, not only on TikTok, but also on Instagram. I think that my frustration was very valid. I think that anybody who puts a lot of time and effort into making sure that they show up and it not be that would be upset as well. I didn't mean for it to come off that way, and it did for some people. And so I apologize for that. If it was any other issue other than what I truly was explaining and what I truly felt, then marshals wouldn't have responded with sending me a large gift card and also sent an apology as well. So I think that I was valid in what I was upset for. I was expecting to go to a space that was created for content creators. As I was personally invited, I was not aware that it was a public drop-in, that across the board, anyone could agree that when your time is wasted and resources are wasted and when they're limited to begin with, I think that anyone could understand getting upset, overly upset, maybe over-exaggerating. I want to thank marshals for reaching out to me and understanding where I was coming from clearly. And hopefully that this is a turning point, not only for them, but for any other brand that sends out an invitation to obvious content creators and it be curated solely for them. Because when we go there to create content, it's not a stop along the way for us. And so hopefully that's something that happens in the future with them. As far as the gift card that I was provided, I yesterday went to my followers to see how they could help me give it as a giveaway, because I want to do that. I don't want the gift card. I had so many messages about women saying that I should just go ahead and buy a bunch of things off of a wish list for a women's shelter or for babies in need or children in need. And I think that that's a great idea. And again, this might not suffice for people. I know that people are still going to be upset, find a way to be upset, to mince and cherry pick and turn all my words in this video and find a way to take it still as a personal attack to them and validate then their personal attack to me. I will continue to block. I will continue to do what it is that I have to do and that I'm doing. It should be known that it's okay to be upset and it's okay to disagree with people's opinions and with people's words, but also a First Amendment right for me to be able to say what I want as well as you guys. But I think it crosses the line when you're actively seeking people out and threatening them and their family and with children involved. I think you just miss the point and it's over the line. If you're trying to be morally righteous over someone, I think that when you're starting to threaten people, you're crossing the line and it's not deserved. I had an opinion on something that happened to me. I wasn't on here cyberbullying people and I never will do that. I choose to use my platform to create content that I truly enjoy of my life. I don't solely open an account to channel any anger or hate towards people. I posted one video of an opinion and I may have hurt people's feelings and I apologize for that, but I'm not on here seeking people out and using my platform to just spread hate. The support that I have from my husband, from my family, from my friends, and for my followers, my true followers, the army that I have behind me, the DMs that I've been sent, you guys, thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you that have been here, that continue to be here. It'd be very easy to give them what they want and shut off and stop making content and stop doing what I enjoy doing. But I'm here not for them. Who I'm here for are my followers and my supporters and the people that truly enjoy my content and the people that truly understand where I was coming from. Thank you guys for your time and I'll see you guys soon. Guys, happy Monday.
Okay, so actually that second video I think is the one that the first video she deleted, the one in the red sweater that has since been deleted. I might re-upload it to TikTok just to be messy. No, I don't think I will. Anyways, so people are like not having it with her little explanation and they are letting her know.
And the Marshalls girl says something like, oh yeah, the thing about this app is they don't want you to be real. They don't want you to, they want you to be fake and make all this stuff up about yourself. No, if we were making things up about ourselves, we wouldn't be calling you out for being a weirdo.
Currently, there's a creator who is losing her marbles over a Marshalls pop-up event. She voiced her opinion, and if it had only been that, her opinion about how the event was, she probably wouldn't be getting the backlash that she is.
Now, mind you, this is the invitation that she received, and she even mentioned how they put the word "you" in all capital letters, and she thought that that made her special and that not many people would be there. But just by looking at this, you can tell this was something that was just mass sent out to other people as well. Now, this type of influencer is the worst to exist, because they think they're better than other people simply for how many followers they have or how they dress or how they look. Just the way she spoke about other people in line, like, who are you? Now, mind you, she has 8,000 followers. She's acting like she has 1 million followers or something. And even if she did, you still don't act like that towards other people.
I just came back from a Marshall's pop-up event and it was just so disgusting. I should have known when I saw every Joe Schmo coming in there looking homeless, looking like a bunch of fucking ragamuffins, knowing that this shit was gonna be shit. Okay, they gave me a fucking key to open a fucking lock that fucking looked like this. This is some fucking ghetto key shit that I can't believe that they made me do. Gotta moosh. What are they doing? And then I spent all this time there, and this is all they give me. This setting powder is empty. I can't believe they let these homeless-looking motherfuckers go into these pop-up events. Look at me. I'm wearing a sweatshirt tied around my neck like I'm in a fucking country club. And you bring these mooks in there? No. Marshalls, we gotta have a little talk, because I thought Marshalls was something fancy. But you know what? It's just another Kmart. And you remember what happened to Kmart? We don't got those no more. So, that's all I gotta say.
My dogs love when I have my nails done because then when I scratch their butts, it feels really, really good. You guys, Louis' tail is wagging so much. Okay, sorry, sidebar. Anyways, so I also think that she's coming off a little bit elitist for someone that doesn't have a mega following. It's like, let's be a little bit more humble, perhaps. But that is essentially the situation as it stands. We don't really have anything more from her, from Daddy Snacks. So anyways, that is the situation as it stands. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because it's free, so why not? And also comment down below your thoughts on this entire situation because I always want to know. That being said, I will hopefully see you all in my next video. Bye guys. Honeys.